Very likely he has a kings. If he continues here, he definitely has kings. Checking back here. Good luck. Here we're gonna 4-bet with ace king off under the gun. Yeah, over there, like I just don't see like any worse hand who like check call the river. Pocket tens, pocket nines are folding, and he could only have a jack, only have a king or like something like river set or something, river boat, and we're just pretty much gonna fall into his trap. We don't have a heart here. We do have a gut shot. Feel like gonna see bet a little bit. On this board, I feel like we're gonna check call at least once with the gut shot. We could lead some of the turn, but this river we're gonna bet a little bit. Try to bluff, and we take it down. Here facing a check raise, I feel like this check raise could mean two things. Obviously, he could be doing this with like mediocre hands, like tens and nines, but I don't see him 3-betting pre-flop with tens and nines here. So he's saying he could have like aces. He could easily have like queens plus here. We don't have a heart, so I lean more towards just folding actually. But this is like a really tiny sizing, so I feel like we have to call at least once. If he used like a 3x, I feel like this is a pretty easy fold. Since he used like 2x, like we just kind of have to call with the gut shot and overcards. And then if he barrel again here, obviously we're folding. He's not gonna have that many 5x, and it doesn't have any boats. It's mostly just queens plus. And once he check, I feel like we are checking back. If we bet here, I feel like we get check raised very often. So should feel pretty happy to just take a free card. And we do get there with the straight. Heart gets there as well, but like if he bets, I think we have to go for a call. Small c-bet on this board. He jam, we're not folding. And I don't know why he did that. That raise just makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. With pocket nines, like it's just because in our range we have so many ace that's just never folding, so it doesn't make sense to like when he facing a check raise, we can do a 3-bet. I feel like this is like always a 3-bet on this board. We can call, but I like 3-betting better. Like pocket nines, like turning pocket nines into a bluff there just makes completely no sense because he still has some showdown value. And then like we could be bluffing, and then like if you had an ace there, like we're never folding because in his range, like 3-betting are under the gun raise from small blind, he just doesn't have any boats in his range. And here facing a code 4, we're playing pretty deep. I feel like this is one of the cooler. He might have like kings here. We can do a 5-bet, but I feel like it's just way overplaying. Just gonna call and see a flop. And this is a perfect flop for aces, and then we're gonna stack kings here. Hopefully that's what he has. He can obviously have some ace king, but ace king, if we 5-bet, he's folding anyways. So flatting the 4-bet in position is probably the best play here, especially playing this deep. Gonna raise a little bit. And obviously we're calling a jam. Hopefully he has kings. Very likely he has a kings. If he continues here, he definitely has kings. Checking back here. Good luck to us. Pocket tens. That's like crazy overplay. That's just insane. Playing 200 big blind, definitely doing this. So when he does this, it doesn't necessarily mean that he has aces or kings or queens plus. So we're gonna call and play a flop. King, queen, club, check raise 200, then c-bet, check raise, turn no club, c-bet. Yeah, definitely gonna barrel the turn. And we do flop top set, and then they check it to us. That's very nice. On this board, I feel like we start with a small c-bet. Not small c-bet, since like we really didn't, we weren't the 3-betters. So we're just gonna bet small. And hopefully he goes nuts now. If we check raise with overcards and flush draws, and then we don't get there, obviously barrel like maybe half high and then fold to a jam. An easy call here with the nuts. King Queen overcard flush draws. We do on Twitch our tournaments, because tournaments like you don't go through shit like this. When we play like 4 Table Bliss, like we go through so much shit every day, and then a lot of people just they just don't want to endure, like they don't want to like put this kind of bad stretches on full display, right? But like last week, like just the past like 7 or 8 days, we have been dropping like 30-35 buy-ins, and then like how many people are willing to like put those on stream for people to see, right? This is why like I feel like easy call. Ace king, can we hold? He's drawing dead. Good for us. Lose rate, and so then like they're still putting their game on stream and then trying to get better. I mean, I have tons of respect for people like this. Here facing a 3-bet, we are just gonna 4-bet and get it in. Even though we have like 140 big blind, but this is a spot where we are not folding. Pretty happy to get it in with queens here, blind versus blind. If he has kings plus here, then so be it. It's just a cooler. Pretty happy to get it in. On this board, I feel like we go for a small c-bet. Well, actually probably size up a little bit and then get it in on the turn. And we're checking again. We're not folding queens here. If he flop a set, he flop a set. Never folding. Going for value here. Jamming the turn. Good luck to us. If you had kings, aces, then just a cooler. It's gonna play the same. If he jam pre-flop, we call the way. If he's not capable of bet fold, then checking back is totally fine. But definitely losing tons of value. Ace 10, suited we call, offsuit, pretty close. Yeah, he only 3-bet 7%, so gonna give him more respect. We do have gut shot. Just gonna check call this flop against a certainly recreational player. Ace 8 here, we can 4-bet, but I feel like going with like Ace 5 suited is probably better. If you want to 4-bet bluff. Checking again. Not sure if I want to fold after the jack turn. And we are checking this river. Don't think he will check back with the jack. He might value bet a 9 here, but like that's very thin. 9 should be a check back. So when he bluffs, we do block a lot of straight draw though. So pocket 8s, having pocket 8s here is definitely bad. I would rather have like pocket 6s here or better bluff catching hands. Pocket 8s, I just don't think. He bet the flop. Since we block so many flush straight draw, it's like, what exactly can we beat here? I guess we'd be like king queen, queen 10. I guess we call. I just don't see him checking back jack and then bet the river. I don't think he would be betting with a 9. King queen. That's got another small bet. I guess he could have like some king queen, but we do block king queen though. This guy never 3-bets. Short stack. I guess we always just 4-bet and get it in. Good luck to us. I don't see him folding that often. We missed everything, and he instantly checked. 4-bet get it in. Good luck to us. I feel like he pretty much always have it, so he's probably just gonna jam. Do we bluff? I mean, I think we do go for the bluff. We have tons of bolt here actually in our range, and we take it down. That's nice. And good luck to us, boys. We are going in. Running to ace king, and we lose. You don't want to keep those hands a free ride to see a flop. You're gonna punish them with a 4-bet, because unless we raise under the gun and then like 3-bet is coming from the blinds, then we're definitely peeling with pocket queens. I mean just calling with pocket queens, because in those ranges that they're stronger, and then there's more like ace king, kings plus in those ranges versus like under the gun plus 1 3-bet. Even though under the gun plus 1 3-bet is pretty strong in general as well, but since they're in position, there's a lot of like suited connectors type of hands that will 3-bet. So you just don't ever want to give those hands like a free ride to the flop, if that makes sense. On this turn, I feel like we can just check, because we do have like we blocked, like we have top pair, we block top pair, and then we have flush draws, and he could be like bluffing here very often. On the river 2 pair, I feel like we should go for value. King Jack does get there. I'm not sure if King Jack would check back the turn though. I feel like he's gonna bet, so I'm gonna go for value. And here we are using a smaller bet on the turn. If he raises, we probably have to fold. And checking the river, I don't see him having too many 10x, and we do pick up the best hand and pick up the pot. And we do face a huge check raise. Huge raise. He almost always have King Jack here. It's pretty easy fold. Good for him.